Hello guys, good morning ladies and gentlemen. This is the challenge Holy speaking. Join me on our broad Norfolk trip. This is our boat. There you go. Say good morning to my fans. Hello. Say hello to my fans, ladies. This is the challenge Holy speaking. Say hello, Kuya Ram.
Good morning.
Yes, good afternoon.
It's a lovely day here in Norfolk. We're having a good time with the 80 people in the West London community. We've got a lovely Rita in there.
Yeah.
She is the Royal Highness. We've got the Lady Brenda in there. She is next to the throne. She's next in line to the throne. And these are the princesses of the
These are the lady in waiting.
Absolutely.
Here we are again. Let me talk to them first. Hi guys, join me to my Norfolk trip. It's lovely to see you again, and don't forget my challenge to do a little bit kindness every day. And here we are. Nice, and the weather is nice. The forecast says it's 70% raining, but luckily it's not. It's nice and shiny. There's Kuya Andrew here.
Hello.
I want to say to my fans.
Hello, fans.
To my 1 million viewers. It's 2 million viewers at the moment.
Wow.
Yeah. There you go, and the Royal Highness. Si Ate Rita, nagbe-breakfast. This is gonna be not long. I'm gonna do it again later. This is only an introduction to my trip to Norfolk Broads. It's lovely. Join me. And hello again. If you're just tuning on my channel, this is the challenge. This is another episode of the challenge Holy. And don't forget my challenge to do a little bit kindness every day. And you tell me, what have you done a little bit kindness to anyone today? You tell me, and I will give a shout out to anyone who will put a comment on it. All right? Just bear with us. We're having breakfast on the boat because we didn't have any break on the services, but we normally do. It's a Monday trip, and look at the weather.
It's probably on doing the pose of the face. Oh, can I do that? Because I don't have my glasses.
Like if you get stuck, oh my god, I can't do that. I have to talk to anyone, but I'm stuck on my own, I can't do it.
I'll be fast. We get used to it.
So other people.
The sound is just repeat after. I don't have my glasses, but that's more.
Veronica, you met Kuya Andrew? This is foreign ka before?
Oh, yeah, I have met you before, yeah. No. Yes,
You
yeah.
met in Egypt. That's good.
I see so many different, I get confused. And it's so confusing.
This is our day trip to Norfolk, guys. And bear with us.
Can I have
It's a lovely weather. Wow, Rina, oh. Iminom nagisan din. And luckily there is a good weather. Look at it, all the sunshine. And we're just waiting now to be moving.
No, that's my
It's a 5-star hotel.
property.
Yeah, with swimming pool, tennis court, gym, sauna, everything like that.
No, it's a joke. That was the property that my dad used to own, and then I pay my dad, and they have a house at the back of that house. So this is gonna be this is mine now. This is gonna be 80s. Yeah. in the 80s, so I just renovated. That's gonna be for me and your Uncle Andrew when we go in for, not retirement, but if it is winter here, we're going in there, and in summer.
Yes. Yeah. They got a mansion in the Philippines. That's what she meant.
It sounds like
It's nice.
Oh, staying warm. Jacket off, which is good.
from the old British, winter sometimes.
And how is everyone? How is everyone in Dubai? How is everyone in Japan?
Are you still talking to them?
Yeah. And how's everyone in Paris? Sometimes I forget. Hello.
And everybody, welcome aboard the Queen of the Broads. My name's Ollie, I'm your skipper. We've also got Andy and Donna here looking after you. So what we're going to do, we're going to cruise on down to the lovely riverside houses here in Wroxham. They're going to go down to Wroxham Broad, then finally down to Soundhouse Broad. Along the way, I'll talk to you about this lovely national park, and then on the way back, I'm sure you'll be pleased to hear I'm going to keep nice and quiet to give you a chance to relax and enjoy the scenery. Before we get underway, I do need to give you a brief passenger announcement, so please listen carefully. In the unlikely event of an emergency, you will be notified by means of an announcement. Please remain calm, comply with all directions given by the crew. Emergency exits in the upper and lower saloon are clearly marked with green and white signs. The vessel also carries appropriate life-saving apparatus, which in the event of an emergency can be launched manually or float free if required. In the interest of safety, will adults please ensure small children are accompanied at all times and not left alone on any part of the vessel. So please,
My mate's birthday.
make sure the kids are sat down, not running about. Boats can be quite dangerous. The whole of the boat is non-smoking. You've also got 2 toilets on board, one upstairs and one downstairs. And also there's bins dotted around the boat, both recycling and normal rubbish bins. So if you've got any rubbish, if you can use that please, rather than dropping the stuff on the floor. And also we've got a bar on board as well with fairly limited stock. So thanks for listening everyone, we'll shortly be departing.
It's a nice experience with lots of Filipinos, isn't it?
I feel like we've hijacked the boat.
Well, sometimes.
I agree. A second. And look at the
Rob, since Father Nelson educates us, we're becoming more closer.
It's a very good one.
It's not all about that.
It's a shame that you're not able to join the mass. It's Friday.
I will try. Yeah. But I did say yes to Brian, but not yet. Not yet, Brian. I'm not sure yet, but I will try my best. I'm gonna take him to. Yeah.
Where?
I'll try my best. On the 17th.
Off we go.
What?
There is the mass, and then after that we're having a Caribbean dinner. You wanna come?
Why can't you go?
We're moving now, as you can see.
On my
Love the view.
diary, I have something for event. It's like a Christmas party.
Do what you can. You can't sort of thing, isn't it? So.
I see all those lovely boats, my goodness. When I retire, I'm gonna buy one of them and stay with them. I love it.
It's a nice quaint area, isn't it?
It's Peter, that's the park his boat. Peter.
No, you live in Southampton, darling. It's like
No, what I'm
south
saying.
of England. This is East Anglia. No, nowhere near.
Probably the same. No, not here.
No. He parks it on the handle and he just easy access to the coast.
There we go. Look at that view. On an autumn season.
Nice.
It's not even a summer. Look at that. Wow. Stay with us if you can, if you have time.
boats like as if you were gonna buy one. Yeah. Take a picture.
Lovely. Eh kaya
But those
lulbugin eh.
houses cost a few quid there.
Eh kaya lulbugin eh.
They're quite small as well.
You get flooded now.
What
Probably.
do you think?
Maybe.
They just with the water, isn't it?
So this
It's
is a
overflow.
private house or hotels?
A private house. Well, it looks like a private house.
They look like cottages, no?
Yeah. Just like normal houses to me. I don't know.
For the people who just joined us, this is Norfolk Broads, and we are in a boat at the moment. This is the view that you can see. You can wave.
They won't wait. I have to do it
This is very
100 times a
shy.
day.
Yeah, I know. Look at that view, my goodness. On an autumn season. Wow, I like this boat. Look at this boat, guys. Impressive. Look at that.
Oh look, the drone.
Oh yeah.
A dog. A dog.
Lovely boats.
Like the name of that one, Crash Bang Wallop.
Dilly dilly. Probably thinking about what's gonna be the name of my boat when I have a boat. I know.
Saan narapadpad yung the Golden Girls?
Saka nasa baba.
The Golden Girls
They're
nandyan?
very restricted at the minute because they're sitting in the midst of other passengers. So they
Behave
couldn't-
sila.
Yeah, so they couldn't have photographs.
So
Oh no.
they have to behave.
When I actually passed by, they said, please take me a photograph.
Oh, dyan lang naman sila masaya eh.
No, they're nice little houses.
Okay then folks, so we're now safely out onto the River Bure. This river flows for about 25 miles all the way to Great Yarmouth, where it meets the sea, an estuary called Braden Water. It also connects up to 6 other rivers and 63 shallow lakes, forming the wonderful Norfolk Broads National Park. It's a really special area for wildlife. In fact, we've got a quarter of all of Britain's rarest species living here, including some things that don't live anywhere else in the country. Get otters and kingfishers and all sorts of wonderful things. Also a great place for sailing and fishing and canoeing, which is something I've enjoyed here all my life, and of course boating holidays. And there's plenty of history to talk about too, and in fact coming up on the right hand side is the Barton House Miniature Railway, the little narrow gauge railway that runs around the garden there. And it's also the home of a really important charity called the Wherry Yacht Charter Trust, that actually preserves 5 of our last 8 remaining historic sailing wherries. And you can just see a few of those boats, one through the hole in the hedge, a black hulled one, and we may be able to see a white hulled boat underneath the green tarpaulin there. And these were amongst the first holiday boats on the Broads, and well over 100 years old, all of those ones.
Impressive.
Anong oras ang flight niyo bukas? 6. In the evening? Morning? So, right? For how long? The long weekend?
I'm gonna be there for 5-6 days.
Why not? Yeah. Is it open now, my lovely?
There's a long line.
Oh,
Yun ang
Lord.
sinasabi ko.
Never mind. What long line is that? 50 people in there?
No,
Looks like
just
it.
like
Okay, so we're now just starting to come into the housing area, away from the boatyards and through some of the prettiest houses in Wroxham. Wroxham, by the way, is known as the capital of the Broads. It's the most by far the busiest place anywhere on the Norfolk Broads. There's also got some of the poshest houses as well. So many of these houses you'll pass along here are worth well over £1 million each. All with their own river frontage, but you don't have to get here by boat. There's a nice suburban road runs behind the properties too. You just have the benefit of the river at the bottom of your garden. About half the houses here are second homes or holiday rentals, and about half of them are places people live all year round.
I think there is good. I think there is good.
Can you convert 600
But I don't. That's okay.
I think I can live here all year round. 1 year.
So we can see a few grey-lag geese in this garden on the right-hand side, which is one of the biggest houses in the village. We think this house is worth around about £3 million. And you can see a fantastic big garden with its own broad and several bridges running across it, and a big boat shed set well back with a very posh motorboat in it. On the left-hand side is where you can see a very pretty blue and white house. This is called Leisure Hour. It's one of the original 1920s holiday
Give me another
bungalows.
2
So it gives
minutes.
you some idea as to what most of the houses
pulo
looked
lang
like
ano.
here around about 100 years ago when Wroxham was first taking off as a tourist destination. You might notice how wet the garden is as well. That's because we had a lot of rain last week and caused quite a bit of flooding. There was a lot of that garden was flooded. Of course, I've just shown you one of the oldest houses in the village, but this one coming up on the left-hand side is the latest house to be built. There was an older property there before that they knocked down about 2 years ago, and then they've just finished building this one in the last few months. You can see very, very slick-looking house with glass frontage and so on it. Well, they do find it quite funny. They spent hundreds of thousands of pounds making the chicest looking house possible, and then put a big blue plastic pedalo on the end of the garden.
I really would like to have one here. Very
A long way to come for a weekend.
Then I could invite you for a picnic there.
Oh, lovely. Go barbecue every day. Get drunk every night.
Alright guys, that's the introduction of our trip to Norfolk. I'm gonna have a break for now and have a cup of tea, and I will see you again in a while. Ciao for now.
Pagpunta mo ng loto.
In their 1930s,